What's going on YouTube? As you can tell, I'm heading out to a meet and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. Now I usually don't do this, but I guess, today I had a little change of heart to go to this Cars and Coffee. Today we are going to the Modded Detroit Cars and Coffee at Ford's Garage. And as you can tell, I'm driving the Corvette right now. But let's see what's out there and I'll be right back with you. As you know, meet is like super early in the morning, and I usually don't get up this early. I'm usually up at like noonish. It's like 8 o'clock, and so sorry if the energy is a little low, but we made it in. And first we got Zeki Tyler's car. This car is clean as all shit, but we have something special over here that I'm trying to find. It's a freaking 911 Dakar, which is the off-roading Porsche, and this thing is right here in this gray. It's absolutely sick as hell. I mean, bro, just look at this thing. These tires, you would never expect to see these tires on a freaking Porsche. This thing looks absolutely crazy. And the back of the seat even looks crazy with carbon fiber, but this thing is freaking neat, man. And just look at the clearance on a Porsche is crazy. You would never really think a Porsche would go off-roading, but this one right here was made for that exact purpose, to go off-roading, and I think these things are absolutely legendary. And then right here we have the legendary Mark IV Supra, but this one is built to the T. I mean, just look at the freaking valve cover, but look at the freaking turbo and this manifold. This thing is absolutely crazy. I seen this thing coming in when I was driving in. The first thing I noticed on the back was these freaking D-locks on the back, but this thing is clean, even in the interior. It probably makes some ridiculous horsepower number. If I was to guess, I would say it made around 11 to 1200-ish. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it's probably one of my favorite generations of Viper, but my pockets run nowhere near as deep to buy this thing. I think one of these are going for like, I don't know, $200,000 to $300,000, which is absolutely crazy for a Viper, but these are worth every single penny, especially because if you twin turbo it, these things can make north of 2,000 horsepower, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then guys, we have the brand new Nissan Z. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I really like how this car looks, but you don't see many of them. Like at my local Nissan dealership, they have one that's in like hyper yellow. And it's been sitting there for a good, decent, I would say 6 months. Probably because they're trying to sell for way over MSRP. I don't know, I gotta go take a look at it. But I'm telling you, man, this thing looks freaking sick. And I love on the Z is the rear end, how it looks like a freaking 300ZX. Now this thing looks absolutely crazy, and then I like this little blade, the silver blade that goes all the way up, but you don't see many of those things around. And I mean, I'm guessing because this car market is absolutely ridiculous, is that people just can't find one for a decent enough price. I mean, I think the one at the Nissan Tamaroff is selling for near $50,000-ish, and for a Z, that's a little ridiculous. And then we have a Skyline right here. It's the R32. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, this is a four-door R32. Now the four-door looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be my first option, I would probably go with the two-door, but the four-door doesn't look so bad. Then we have a C6 Corvette over here, looks stockish. Now, this bra thing is a smart idea, but when you take it off, underneath the paint's gonna be absolutely destroyed. We had one on the Prius, and we had it on there for about 3 to 4 years, and when I took it off, the paint was absolutely scratched to all hell. I don't understand why that happens, but I guess because it blows in the wind. Then we got some cool cars over here, and I see the brand new Civic Type R, and this thing looks absolutely mean. Look at this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really do like this Civic Type R, but I don't know if I'm taking it over a GR Corolla. I mean, I do like the hatchback look and, the little wide fenders and everything, and this little, side skirt that goes all the way down in the wing on the back, but I don't think it is as cool as the GR Corolla, especially since the GR Corolla has a 3-cylinder motor. I mean, this makes, I don't know, I think it makes somewhere near 340 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. But I really like this thing. I just don't know if I like it over the GR Corolla. But it looks freaking great. But this thing, I think this generation looks better than the last generation of Civics. The last generation of Civics was a little bit more boxy, but I feel like this one's more aggressive. But one thing I do like is these freaking 3 exhaust tips down here, which is kind of like the GR Corolla as well. And then next to this car, we have probably one of my next cars that I'm gonna buy, which is a freaking Toyota Supra. Now this thing probably sounds mean because it has an HKX exhaust, but this thing is freaking clean. I mean, look at this carbon fiber lip. This thing goes absolutely hard. I do like this in white. He has a no skate on the side, but this thing, I think the Supra looks absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially in this white. Here we have a Mazda Miata that looks to be lucid. I mean, the turbo may not be huge, but I know this thing is like a rocket to freaking drive. I would get one of these cars, but sadly, I don't think I'm short enough, and my hair is definitely not going to cut it with the top. I'm going to have to get like a custom top made, but I really like how this freaking Miata is with this wing on the back. This thing's pretty dope, I'm not going to lie. We got RS5 right here. Now, I'm not going to lie, I really like how the new RS5 looks. We got right here one of my favorite freaking Accords. This thing looks absolutely crazy. And then I think he has the spinners on today, but this thing looks absolutely immaculate. And then there's this green one, and they kind of pop out to meet together, but these are some of the hardest Accords I think in the entire country. And then we got another C5 right here, and it looks like he has another seat in this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do need a new seat for my car because my seats are stock, you know, and they're not the most comfortable gripping seats. I'm thinking that I might buy some type of bucket seat, but I definitely would get it in red. But this guy has a seat here, and this thing looks absolutely amazing. Here we have a freaking Alpha GTR. I'm gonna show you the badge in a second, but this thing is probably fast as all hell, I'm not gonna lie. And these wheels go absolutely crazy. Do you know what's an Alpha? Now I know these cars are making somewhere near, the packages go 800, 1100, 1500, and I think 1800. I don't know which package he has, but I'm pretty sure, you know, if you go for it, you're gonna go all the way and get the 1000 horsepower one, because why not? And then possibly we got one of the next car I'm probably gonna buy, I'm not gonna lie, which is a C6 Z06. If I can find one for around 35-ish, I'm definitely gonna buy one. But these things look absolutely crazy. But I gotta get mine in yellow. I'm not gonna lie to you, I need my freaking Z06 in yellow to match the one I got right now. But I really do like the C6 Z06, primarily because it has the wide fenders, the wider fenders I would say, than the regular C6. And it has that legendary motor, the freaking LS7, and I really want one, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I need to find one for a decent price. And then right here, guys, we got the freaking Trackhawk. Now, I'm not gonna hold you, this is probably the only Mopar I would buy, simply because how it looks. I really like how any SRT Jeep looks, but when they came out with the Trackhawk, I was like, man, this thing looks freaking amazing, and it goes like freaking hell, because you do have like the Hellcats over here, and those really are my style, but this right here is my freaking style. And then we got Old Yellow, you know, just chilling in the freaking cut. But that's probably the only, that's the only freaking Mopar I would buy out of the whole fleet of Challenger, Charger, Durango, and I think that's pretty much it. And then we got this crazy ProCharge SRT freaking 300 right here, and this thing goes absolutely crazy. I don't know what model the 1500 is, I don't know how much power it makes, but it makes enough to have freaking big old, the freaking Larry Hoovers on the back. So you know this thing probably freaking moves. And then we have this clean, all white Subaru with the freaking ski box on top. I really miss my freaking WRX, bro. True, every video reminder. And then we have this freaking really clean with the crisp fitment. I believe this is a 190. Oh yeah, it's a diesel. This thing probably goes absolutely crazy, and it gets amazing gas mileage. My father wanted to buy I can't remember. Maybe it was a 180, a diesel. It was at a dealership. It was $10,000. It was a green like this, but it was really freaking clean. But sadly, he passed up on it because it had one issue to where you had to like start it. It was like a 2-people job to freaking start the car, which was absolutely crazy. Ford Galaxy sounds absolutely ridiculous with a 428 in it. And then we got the freaking Subaru with the World Rally Team livery on it. This thing goes absolutely crazy. This was the freaking livery that was on the freaking car I used to play in Dirt like 1, 2 and Gran Turismo. This thing looks absolutely great, and you know I really love the Subaru Blue. But this, I believe, is a blob eye. I can tell, number one, it's a blob eye just by the hood scoop, because I have the same hood scoop at home. This thing looks absolutely amazing. It's super clean, minimal rust, but this thing looks really good. And then we got the freaking small, I believe this is a Zuzu truck, and this thing is pretty freaking neat. For a small truck, I mean, this thing is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And it does have some like knobbly tires on it, but man, the back seats in this thing, it's gotta be a tight fit from the back to the front. I guess you don't buy the car, you know, to pack people in the car. It's really like a cheap off-roader. Crazy that the Viper went from this to looking like that over like 20 years. But these things are starting to, you know, they're starting to dip down in price, I would say, because they're around 60-ish grand. Now they were like 40 a year ago, but these things still look absolutely amazing. But this one has no stability control, no traction control, no ABS. So coming to a screeching halt in this thing is an absolute nightmare, and the car kind of twists out on you, I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong, I believe this is a Toyota Crown or a Century. Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. And this thing is freaking Japanese luxury. Look at the interior of this car. Now this car is in like the early 90s. But this interior looks absolutely crazy. Now, one thing I love about this car is that it has a freaking V12. You don't see many Toyotas that have a freaking V12. I believe this is one of the only ones. But Smokey Nagata, this was the engine that he took out and put in his freaking Toyota Supra. You got something that you don't see very often, which is a Celine Mustang. Now, my neighbors used to own one of things in white, but this green looks absolutely freaking crazy. And I really like this like speedster rear end. This thing goes absolutely stupid. And then we have this ultra clean freaking, I believe this is a Silverado. Don't get me wrong, but this interior on this thing is crazy. Look at the red bench. This thing is clean. And then we have a freaking R33 Skyline, or you know, the early 2000s Impala, because the taillights look just like the freaking 2000s Impala. But this engine bay is really clean, especially with all the purple matching hardware. And this thing is freaking crazy. Now, I don't know if this is a RB26 or RB25. I have absolutely no clue. But this thing is really, really, really clean, guys. And then we got the Z with the carbon fiber fenders and the big freaking meats in the back. This thing probably has something done to it that is freaking crazy. Maybe twin turbo, I have no clue, but it looks freaking great. Yeah. And then we have this freaking crazy Lotus Evora. This thing is in the right color. This thing looks freaking absolutely sick, I'm not gonna lie. The brand new Escalade V. Now this truck, I mean, you can kind of call it a super truck because it makes 600 something horsepower. This truck is freaking clean as all hell. And it's, I think this is a long sleeve, I have no clue, but these cars are freaking amazing. Now I think the MSRP on one is like $165,000 if they're like fully optioned, but these things go absolutely crazy. Because imagine having a truck that has the speed of a freaking supercar damn near. And I know the takeoff on these things are absolutely ridiculous, and they sound really, really good. Now this interior on this car is absolutely crazy. If you can see that those two screens that kind of wrap around, I really like that. And the seats that they have in here look really comfortable, and they have the screens in the headrest in the back. This is a really good buy if you're in the market for a truck that costs like 160 plus, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, chat. I don't know why I said chat like I'm live streaming. I'm freaking hungry. I woke up, right, at 8:30, hopped in the shower, got out the shower, got dressed, moved the cars, and headed straight here. I'm low-key starving, but I don't think Ford's Garage is open yet. But when they do open, I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely getting something to eat because I am freaking starving. I haven't had anything to eat. I'm just running off of just a Snapple that I brought, and that's about it. Look at this little crazy thing.
Oh, barely. And that thing is just, oh, he got it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. And this is one of the best sounding cars of all time, so. Oh, he got that easy. That's easy. You got like a whole 2 inches there. Yeah. All right, we got another Mustang. Oh, and once again, he barely makes it. The wing got him. Oh, got the Ferrari. Oh my God, bro.
At least a good, decent 10 to 15 people on the freaking car.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bro, his head was the highest thing on the car.
15 people on a Mayada.
Let's see if we can get him through.
Absolutely ridiculous.
All right, go slow. Go slow. All right, let's go. No, where's the hat? Who had the hat?
The hat low-key sold him.
But the hat hit, bro. Oh my God. No, he crashed, bro. He crashed off the finish line, no.
This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. No, that's pretty cool. Your regular car can't really do that, huh?
Back to back. Foot race champion, what do you have to say?
I'm up 40 pounds from last year, too. You get a Ford's Garage gift card, a modded Detroit sticker, and a modded Detroit jet tag.
Alright, this freaking Camaro right here is absolutely crazy in the red. That's probably one of my favorite lifestyle Camaros of all time. It's a 68 or 69. But this freaking plaid Model X went absolutely crazy with the little light show thing. That thing was pretty cool. But we're about to be here until noonish and then we'll pull out. But before that, let's check out a few more cars. We got this Eleanor Mustang over here with a 302, I believe it is. This thing is freaking nasty. On the foot races were absolutely wild. Not gonna lie, I think his name's Mari. That motherfucker's fast as shit. You know, I'm a little too chunky to be getting into running. But, you know, we're gonna get in shape soon, hopefully. But I ain't running all that, not in this heat, because it's pretty hot out here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think I'm about to go in Ford's Garage if they're doing carry out and get me something to eat, because boy, I am freaking starving. All right, guys, right now we're waiting to get something to eat. Like I told you, I was starving. Now, I had Ford's Garage one time before, maybe, this had to be at least 4 years ago, the one out in Dearborn, but they do have some really good burgers, and right now we're waiting on ours. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it in the car, or if I'm gonna eat it, like, when I get home. Because I don't really know, because I'm also going out to eat around 5. That's the only reason I'm not recording a video for Roadkill. I thought I was gonna be able to go out, but it looks like, I mean, I could probably pull up to the night show, depending on how late I get back home from going out to eat. with my godparents across the street. But guys, I'm just waiting for my food right now, and then when I get it, I'll let you know how it looks. Alright guys, I just picked up the food to eat. You know I'm a food enthusiast, as you can tell by how chunky I am. But let me show you how it looks real quick, because this shit looks like it's gonna slap. Look at that. That right there looks like it's gonna be great. Now I'm probably gonna eat it when I get home, but I'm probably gonna stay out here until 12. I don't see any new cars pulling up, but people are leaving out. But this was a pretty good show for a Cars and Coffee in the morning for a typical like young crowd. Because usually for a young crowd, you don't see a lot of people show up in the morning. I mean, hey, I'm surprised as all shit that I showed up in the morning. Like, I went to sleep, had to be around 4 a.m., woke up 8:30. I probably sound tired as all shit in the start of the video, but hey, it is what it is. I'm glad I got here, and I'm glad I shot some content. Now this video will probably be way shorter than the video that I'm going to post before this, because I do have right now, it'll be 3 videos I have to edit, which is the East Michigan Car Meets. I know I'm a little lazy on that video. I have to edit that one, the one at Belle Isle. Then I have to edit the Power Fest, which, man, that's not going to be any fun. I posted on my Instagram, and if you're not already, make sure you're following me on Instagram. I posted like how much the entire like duration of the like what I filmed. It's an hour and 30 minutes. So that's going to be a lot of editing. I'm probably going to get that video down to maybe 40-50 minutes if I try. But I know there was a lot of stuff I filmed that I'm probably going to be able to cut out. So hopefully I can get it down to like, the real goal is to like 35-40 minutes. But I don't know if that's really going to be possible. But yeah, today was a pretty good car show. If you made it this far to the end of the video, hey, make sure you smash the like button and smash the subscribe button and turn on them post notifications so you know when I post the next video. But that's going to be pretty much it for this car show, man. And we'll see you in the next one.